Hello everyone, this is Dennis from the Falcon's View YouTube channel. Today let's say you're out flying your drone and suddenly you got some concerns about the wind or maybe how low the clouds are. Well, I'm going to talk about a couple of quick tips you can use to get some really quick updates on the wind and where the clouds are. We certainly hope this information is valuable to you. If you do indeed like it, we would appreciate it if you go down there and hit the thumbs up. And for some more videos on drones or drone photography or anything related, please subscribe to our channel. We would really appreciate that. So we're out and about and flying our drone. 3 important pieces of information about the weather that drone pilots should always be aware of: wind speed, wind direction, and where those clouds are. Wind speed is important for us. After all, we want to maintain control of our drone so it won't fly off and damage itself or something else. Wind direction is a good idea too. We will have an idea of which way our drone might have a tendency of drifting off to. How high are those clouds? By law, we must fly at least 500 feet below the clouds. So, if you're out and about flying that drone of yours, and you notice an overcast sky, and you're getting nervous about making sure you're indeed 500 feet below the clouds, what are you going to do? Well, here's a quick way to check. You can find one of these 3 at most airports in the United States. They are radio broadcasted and contain quick and important information for pilots of both manned and unmanned aircraft. They are a bit different, but mostly those differences aren't that important for drone pilots. I will say that I typically prefer AWOS, AWOS over ATIS, as AWS is usually updated quite frequently, whereas ATIS might be updated only every hour or so. How do you listen to those radio broadcasts? Well, that's the point of this video. I'm going to show you how to listen to those quick and easy, and without an expensive radio. You just need a phone. Let's start first with an aeronautical chart, in particular with a VFR sectional chart. Sometimes you might be able to buy these at a shop at your local airport. However, for most of us, you can buy these at various and numerous online stores. Anyway, I'm going to use a website called vfrmap.com. Now, when you're at this website, you're going to have to know the 3-letter identifier of your local airport. If you don't know it, then do a quick search for it on google.com. Once at vfrmap.com, go to the top left corner and put in that 3-letter identifier. So I'm going to put in CBE for the Cumberland Airport. And the map will center over your airport. You can use the scroll wheel of your mouse to zoom in and out. Check it out. Here's the airport in a magenta color, and there is a magenta color circle around it. We like these because it is an uncontrolled airport and we will be in uncontrolled airspace. And we don't need special permission to fly near there. Anyway, to the side of the airport is some brief information about it. We can see this airport has an AWOS, and next to it is the frequency. If we tune our radio to 128.62, then we will hear the broadcasted weather report for the Cumberland Airport. But what if you don't have a radio? I mean, after all, there might not be much incentive for you to get a radio. This is a smaller airport with not much air traffic, and we aren't required to listen over the radio for aircraft either. And given that cost of a handheld radio, you might not have one or really want to get one anyway. It turns out that you can listen to the broadcast over the phone. But where do you get that phone number? You can Google search for it. I'll search for CBE AWOS 128.625, and then I like to add phone number as it's usually a little bit more efficient in finding what we need. And there you go. There's the phone number, 304-738-0451. You can also take advantage of the vfrmap.com website. Notice that in the middle of the airport icon there is a small dot. Click on it, and up comes some supplemental info about that airport. Read down through until you see Weather Data Resources There you will find the phone number. So let's give it a try. Let's call it up and take a listen.
Weather observation 0248 Zulu. Weather, wind, calm, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 23 Celsius, dew point 21, altimeter 2997, remarks, density altitude 2,100.
Well, there you have it. If you want to, please go back in the video and listen to it again. But you'll hear that it said the wind was calm, so that's really good news for us to fly a drone. Now, sometimes it might say the wind is 320 at 5, meaning that it's coming from 320 degrees on your compass at 5 knots. It might say that the sky is 300 overcast. That wouldn't be good. The clouds are only 300 feet high. It might say the clouds are at 5,500 broken, meaning they're 5,500 feet above us, giving us lots of room. This said that there were no clouds below 12,000 feet, so definitely we have clear skies and great flying for our drone. Early on in the video, maybe some of you caught me on this, but I said there were 3 important things: wind speed, wind direction, and cloud base. However, I didn't mention visibility. That is also important. Remember that we need at least 3 miles visibility to fly our drone. And if you're wondering what the visibility is, well, that's something else you can check on the AWOS. So if you want to, go back in this video, you can listen to that again, and you would have heard it say visibility was 10 miles. So we're definitely good once again. Now, please keep in mind that this is the weather at that airport. It's not a good idea to fly a drone at an airport, so you probably are flying somewhere else. Therefore, the weather could be a bit different. However, if you're even somewhat close to the airport, then you can probably expect the clouds to be about the same height above the ground. So this still can be a bit useful for you. There you have it. In summary, consider using one of those automated sources of weather from your local airport. You can find the radio frequency on a sectional chart, or just look it up with the use of a search engine. If you don't have a handheld radio, then you can just simply call its phone number.